We have already looked at the functions and formula used on the order page. We are just going to quickly look at the formula and functions used on the invoice page. We can already see a date function and we are aware of its purpose. We can also see a presence formula with a slight difference. Instead of just a cell reference, we now have a worksheet name, in this case order. So this formula is actually going onto the order page and displaying the values in a specific cell. So we are linking two sheets together. Just to check, if I look at D18, we can see Arnold House. If I now go to the invoice sheet and show all details, D18 Arnold House. Just going back to normal view, formula view, we can also see some formula here to work out the invoice total. We have a sum function, the purpose of which is to add a range of cells together. We have a nested if, which is to provide a sliding scale of delivery prices using absolute cell values. We could tell their absolute cell values by the names rather than cell references. If you recall, you named these cells and therefore made them into an absolute cell value. So for example, you might say if a customer spent over £15,000 but less than £40,000, you would charge them £30 for delivery. Then we have a simple addition formula to add the subtotal and delivery together. Then a simple formula that multiplies that total by the level of VAT. And finally a simple formula to add the total excluding VAT to the VAT. So we've now looked at the formula and functions used on the invoice table. I'll just flick to normal view. There's one last task to look at, and that is the macro. The purpose of a macro is to record a set of key strokes. So for example, on the clear macro, you deleted lines and copied and pasted formula, and the macro recorded that. If I just select clear invoice, we can see the invoice has been cleared because the macro carried out the set of strokes, keystrokes that were used when the macro was recorded.